boy Fresh, man. Totally blessed, back with another one. Y'all like and subscribe, man. Just looking into this crazy world, man, and just some of the reactions to some of the things that be happening. But what's crazy, things like this happen almost every day, and we overlook it, man. So, you know what I'm saying, just looking into some stuff that I saw, and I was like, man, that joint is crazy. But like I say, we overlook it. It happen every day, man. But you know, like I say, you know, I didn't make the world, I was just for here. But y'all like and subscribe. Let me know how you feel. Each one teach one. We all could be something. And we stop hating on each other, one another. And you know what I'm saying? Pay attention and make the world a better place. But you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna start with just one or two people or one or two races of people, man. You know what I'm saying? But you like and subscribe, man. Check this out, man. Crazy, man.
Private Cheryl, there have been no reports of any serious injuries or arrests in this incident, but there was real fear and disbelief in that room as divisions within Thornton Township government exploded into violence. It happened during public comment, fists flying in a moment of chaos that residents described as disgraceful.
That should never happen. I just couldn't believe that it came to that.
Moments earlier, activist Jedediah Brown had called Supervisor Tiffany Henyard an expletive, and when he appeared to walk toward her, supporters jumped in. The result, an all-out brawl that multiple witnesses say involved Henyard herself.
It was one thing when the guys were fighting, but when she jumped in it, I was just taken aback. I was floored.
She jumped in, she hit her head on the table, so I don't know, she might be injured.
Brown was carried out by security, and police were called. But it wasn't over. It took several minutes for tempers to finally cool. Before the fight, there was plenty of verbal sparring. At this first meeting since trustee Stephanie Wiedemann was selected to fill a vacancy on the board at a meeting last week of township electors, ending a political standoff over the position that led to a government shutdown. With Wiedemann, the board finally able to approve the township's tax levy ordinance and insurance, ending the shutdown.
The township will be reopened tomorrow. We will go back to operating our vehicles. All our buses will be out and running.
The board also defying Henyard, voting to put on leave with pay 2 of her associates and to hire independent auditors to probe their work.
That ain't right.
But the abrupt, violent end to
a new low after a fight breaks out during a meeting. Now it appears that fists began to fly after supporters of Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard confronted a critic of hers who had called her an expletive. The chaos erupted during last night's meeting when, during the public comment portion, activist Jedediah Brown called Henyard an expletive. And when he appeared to walk toward her, her supporters, including Henyard's boyfriend, confronted him. The result, an all-out brawl. To the surprise of some, Henyard herself joined the melee.
It was one thing when the guys were fighting, but when she jumped in it, I was just taken aback. I was floored.
Police were called and Brown was removed by security. Before the fight broke out, township trustees were able to address important issues. They finally approved the township's tax levy ordinance and insurance, ending the shutdown. Now, the board also voted to put on paid leave 2 of Henyard's associates, one of them being her boyfriend. They also voted to hire independent auditors to look into their work. This as part of all the ugliness that represented last night.
Cam video today of a deadly shooting in Little Village last month. Civilian Office of Police Accountability, I should say, just released it.
Officers had responded to an apartment building for a domestic disturbance when they encountered a man with a knife.
Casey Cronus is live with a look at that video, and we need to warn you, it is graphic. Casey?
That's right, and some of our viewers may find this difficult to watch. Now, we are pausing that video just before the shots are fired, but you will hear the sound of gunfire. Take a look.
6th floor.
please. Yeah. What's going on? Nothing. Whoa, it's cut. Shots fired.
This stuff happens.
The shooting happened on January 3rd around 2:18 in the morning, just before Chicago police officers made contact with that man who's been identified as 58-year-old Timothy Glaze. They were called to Albany Terrace Apartments for the report of a woman being attacked by a man with a knife in a 6th-floor unit. Seconds after they approached the apartment, Glaze appeared in the doorway. But as we showed you in that body camera video, he was wielding a knife and continued walking toward officers. They opened fire and shot Glaze multiple times. He was taken to the hospital but did not survive. A knife was recovered at the scene. Albany Terrace is a Chicago Housing Authority building that is for seniors 55 and up. Now this evening, the Little Village Community Council is holding a prayer vigil for Glaze that is set to take place here at the apartment building at 6 p.m. Reporting live in Little Village, Casey Cronus, Fox 32, Chicago.
New surveillance video shows the moments before and after an off-duty Chicago police officer stepped in to de-escalate a confrontation, ultimately shooting and killing a man during a struggle. This happened in the Washington Heights neighborhood last month. While trying to de-escalate that confrontation, she did shoot the man. In the video, the off-duty officer could be heard yelling, "I'll kill you," after the man grabbed for her gun. She fired 3 shots, ultimately killing 39-year-old Levon Smith.
Get your food! Who? Get the cop? Who? Nay. Get your food! Get your food! If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my grandma, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
That victim was out celebrating her birthday, which was this past Thursday, when she was shot and killed on the South Side. She leaves behind 6 children, the youngest less than a year old. For the family of Jemiah Taylor, her death just doesn't seem real.
No, it still feels like a dream. All of it seems like it's a dream.
Tamanita Whitehorn left devastated after losing her oldest child 3 days after she turned 29.
She was a wonderful person, kept a smile on her face, good parent, everything about her was good.
Police say Taylor was shot in the chest and left to die on the cold pavement in the 1800 block of East 79th Street around 5 a.m. after celebrating her birthday. Why her life was taken is a mystery to her mother.
Pretty smart, intelligent. She looked out for everybody. Whenever anybody needed something, she helped them out. So why would they do this to my baby? I just don't understand.
Relatives say Taylor worked 2 jobs, one in retail, the other as a security guard, and had a large social media following under the name Maya Dabadi. She was the mother of 6 children, ranging in age from 11 months to 12 years old.
And it's devastating what my grandbaby's gonna do. They don't understand what's really going on, and it's gonna be hard that their mom is not here.
Police are investigating Taylor's death as a homicide and say no one is in custody at this time.
Now at 11, a confrontation at a Walgreens turning deadly after a customer shoots a man inside the store.
The man who was killed was celebrating his birthday today. And tonight, we're hearing from his family. Good evening, I'm Lauren Pastrana.
And I'm Elliot Rodriguez. CBS News Miami's Adam McAllister is outside the Walgreens in Miramar where this happened.
The family of 27-year-old Anthony Souvenir tells me that Monday was his birthday. They say they started off the day singing happy birthday and celebrating him, but then he had to go run an errand here at the Walgreens, but he never came home. This music video on YouTube shows 27-year-old Anthony Souvenir in happier times.
I had to learn to be a man before I came one.
Monday morning, on his birthday, he posted this video on social media, saying he was blessed to see another year. But just hours later, Souvenir's life would come to a sudden and tragic end after an argument at this Walgreens store turned violent.
Because a lot of people were in the store at the time, and obviously this is a harrowing situation for them.
According to police, 27-year-old Anthony Souvenir and 28-year-old Jamie Taylor got into an argument inside of the store on Miramar Boulevard shortly before before noon. Investigators say Taylor pulled out a gun and opened fire. Souvenir died at Memorial Regional Hospital. We spoke to Souvenir's family off camera Monday night, and they told us it was his birthday. His dad said the day started off as a joyous one. The family sang happy birthday and celebrated his son. Then Souvenir went to Walgreens to get money, but never returned. Now, a day that was supposed to be filled with joy will be remembered as a tragedy.
Nowadays, people pull out a gun rather than having a civil conversation. They pull out a gun and decide to do the unthinkable. This is one of those things where you got to be careful even who you argue with these days.
And Souvenir's family tells me he leaves behind his girlfriend, an infant son, his parents, and 4 siblings. As for Taylor, he's charged with manslaughter, and it's still unclear what led to this argument inside of this Walgreens. But for now, reporting from Miramar, Anna McAllister, CBS News, Miami.
ABC 13's Alex Bozarjian has been investigating this case off the South Belt near Hughes Road and is live there tonight. So, Alex, at the heart of this is a son who's been left without his father, and a family is hurting for answers. So how were you able to get this video and police were not?
Eric, we know someone from the Houston Police Department went into this gas station asking for the video, but for some reason they were not able to obtain it. I was able to review it with the owner, and it completely contradicted everything police was telling us. So HPD has now asked for a copy of that video to help with their investigation. The victim's family understandably confused by all of this, and they want answers. So we have been talking to witnesses, digging deeper, trying to follow leads to help fill in some of the gaps.
My heart was pounding out of my chest, and he was just sitting there.
Sabrina Campuzano, seen on surveillance, running towards the crash she heard from inside the gas station.
My heart sank because my kids were outside.
But it wasn't Campuzano's kids who needed help, it was someone else's. 44-year-old Francis Mendegin was with his son when the video shows his car being thrusted into the back of this 18-wheeler. We froze it before the car flies through the air out of respect to the family.
I leaned in and I tried to check his pulse, and there was nothing. And I felt so bad for the boy, so I just stayed with him.
Campuzano says she and another witness found the victim's 9-year-old son in the back, still strapped into his seatbelt.
I mean, the car was destroyed besides his side.
Did he say anything? Was he able to?
He was just in shock. I just kept asking him if he was okay. He was like, I'm fine, just my cheek hurts. And he just kept asking for his dad.
Houston police originally believed the 18-wheeler was at fault because they say that's what witnesses told them. Video from a different camera that HPD also haven't seen shows the black car plow into Mendegin, sending it airborne as sparks are flying. A white SUV further up was also hit. We were able to see the aftermath Friday night. A second witness I talked to says it was the black SUV who caused the chain reaction.
I keep playing it in my head over and over, and it's just like all I saw was the 4 cars and an 18-wheeler. That was it.
Mendegin's family says they've gotten little to no useful information from HPD and have been working with ABC 13 and witnesses to figure out what really happened.
They deserve justice because from what I hear, he was a really nice man, and he was just picking up his son for the weekend.
So, Alex, do we know anything about the driver who was in that black SUV?
According to witnesses, a woman was driving that black SUV and she was pulled out by paramedics. Houston police say that driver was transported to the hospital in critical condition, but it's unclear tonight if they were ever able to question her. They're also looking for the driver of that big rig to see what he witnessed and ask him why he left the scene. Eric?
It's also horrible. Prayers for everyone involved tonight, Alex. Thank you for the...
Yo, as you can see, man, and this is just some of the small things that be happening in cities and communities and things of that nature, man. And some things we don't even know about or find out about. And like I said, man, some of these things can be avoided by staying out the way and also letting people have their ignorance, man. Or, you know what I'm saying, just avoiding certain things, man. possible. But you know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's all around all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? So try to think about before you get angry or before you pull that trigger or anything. The kids that's getting left, you know what I'm saying? Somebody kids, somebody that you killing, or you leaving somebody, father or mother, you know what I'm saying? So think about that. But some people in the heat of the moment, I know it's different. But like I say, each one teach one, and we all can be something, man. Ain't nobody perfect, but we can try, man. Make it a better place. But I ain't gonna hold you. It's your boy Fresh, man. Stay blessed. Like and subscribe to my page for more. Also subscribe to my other page, Better Life P9D. You know what I'm saying? Stop hating and start congratulating, man. I'm out, man.